Today's poem is Power by Audre Lorde, who wrote it following the acquittal of the officer who, in 1973, shot and killed an unarmed black boy named Clifford Glover. The poem speaks of the evil legacy of 400 years of racism, which persists in American culture and still saturates white institutions which, while espousing equality for all under the law, cultivate a tacit culture which abuses non-white citizens from birth. As Lorde spells out in the last stanza, people who are abused for life by such societies are not solely responsible for outcomes. Power by Audre Lorde. The difference between poetry and rhetoric is being prepared to kill yourself instead of your children. I am trapped on a desert of raw gunshot wounds, and a dead child dragging his shattered black face off the edge of my sleep. Blood from his punctured cheeks and shoulders is the only liquid for miles, and my stomach churns at the imagined taste, while my mouth splits into dry lips, without loyalty or reason, thirsting for the wetness of his blood, as it sinks into the whiteness of the desert, where I am lost, without imagery or magic, trying to make power out of hatred and destruction, trying to heal my dying son with kisses. Only the sun will bleach his bones quicker. A policeman who shot down a 10-year-old in Queens stood over the boy with his cop shoes in childish blood, and a voice said, "Die, you little motherfucker." And there are tapes to prove it. At his trial, this policeman said in his own defence, "I didn't notice the size, nor nothing else. Only the colour." And there are tapes to prove that too. Today, that 37-year-old white man with 13 years of police forcing was set free by 11 white men who said they were satisfied justice had been done, and one black woman who said, "They convinced me," meaning they had dragged her 4'10" black woman's frame over the hot coals of 4 centuries of white male approval, until she let go, the first real power she ever had, and lined her own womb with cement to make a graveyard for our children. I've not been able to touch the destruction within me, but unless I learn to use the difference between poetry and rhetoric, my power too will run corrupt as poisonous mould, or lie limp and useless as an unconnected wire. And one day I will take my teenaged plug and connect it to the nearest socket, raping an 85-year-old white woman who is somebody's mother, and as I beat her senseless and set a torch to her bed, a Greek chorus will be singing in 3/4 time. Poor thing, she never hurt a soul. What beasts they are.